Hey guys, and welcome to week 49 here on theReelDVDWatchers on Wednesdays, as always. So first of all, no, never mind. Don't know what the fuck I was saying there. The movie that I've chosen to review today is something that a lot of people can really relate to, especially guys, because everyone has had that one friend who they always loved more than everyone else, and you were always afraid to tell that other person because you were in the friend zone. Right, and there you show what movie I'm talking about. Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds and Amy Smart. This movie is just a gem, totally. Basically what's about this kid named Chris Brenner, played by Ryan Reynolds, in a huge fat suit, who's in love with his best friend Amy Smart, and the night of their graduation party, he writes in Jamie's yearbook how much he loves her and how he wants to be more than friends. So he goes to her house and he sees a group huge party. He just thought it was supposed to be him, Jamie, and two other friends. And so he goes up to Jamie's room with her, and he decides that he really wants to tell her how he feels, but then all that shit happens to him, and then he's finally like, just read your yearbook. I think you should. So she reads it, and then she reads basically like, hey, stud, thanks for the hot time in your car. We should do it again sometime. And some douchebag who made fun of Chris in high school, that's his yearbook, and the douchebag took Chris's yearbook. So Chris freaks out, runs downstairs and to see that the whole senior class is laughing at what he wrote to Jamie. So he busts out of there all crying, and Jamie's like, did you really write that? He's like, maybe, why, what's it matter? And she's like, that's the sweetest thing anyone has ever wrote about me. And Chris thinks, oh my God, she loves me. So he goes in for a kiss, and she kisses him on the cheek, and she's like, and I will always love you like a brother. And that's the worst thing that you can ever do to a person. And then Chris decides just to go away for 10 years, and he loses all the weight. He becomes this record company agent, and he's set to sign over Christmas this rising hot singer named Samantha. I forget what the hell her last name is, but Anna Faris plays her, and she's fucking nuts. She's absolutely fucking nuts. The first time you see her interact with Ryan Reynolds, right? She turns his back to him, and he was like, ha ha ha. And so they decide they're going to go to Paris for Christmas, because Paris is having a Paris party for Christmas. So they start flying, and Samantha actually puts her microwave-safe dish with tinfoil in a microwave, causes the plane to have to land, and then they're grounded, and they realize that they're in Jersey. That's where Chris is from. So he decides to go back home and visit his mom, so that way he has a place to stay. And his mom is awesome. I don't know who else plays her, but she plays this perfectly relaxed, drugged-up woman. And so he's home, he's talking, and Anna Faris is being Anna Faris, and touching him really inappropriately while she's talking to his mom, and then his brother shows up, and his brother is your typical kid brother, the first thing he does when he sees Chris gets up, oh hey, how's it going? He's like, thank you, and he just smacks him, and there's a good brother dynamic between them. It works so well in the movie. And then Chris decides to go back to the bar, called the Maple. He meets up with his old friends who haven't seen him in 10 years. They can't believe it. And then Jamie Palomino sees him, and she's like, holy shit. And then, of course, Chris sees Jamie, and she shuts down. And he goes to investigate. And so they decide, they're going to hang out while he's there. But then Chris decides, what, this is Jamie Palomino, I gotta go for her. So the whole movie's about him trying to get out of the friend zone while some other douchebags trying to nail Jamie as well. And it's just a really great love story over Christmas. It's just great. I mean, the acting is second to none. Ryan Reynolds, he's only amazing in everything that he does, even in something like Van Wilder, which I really didn't like. He was really good in it. And I've yet to see a movie where I'm like, wow, Ryan Reynolds, you're a shitty actor, because he's an amazing actor, no matter how you slice it. Everyone in this movie is absolutely great. Holy shit. Even all the side characters, they are absolutely great. Stephen Root is hilarious in this, too. I'm a big Stephen Root fan. I think he's absolutely great. Oh my God, Anna Faris, totally 180 in what she did in Scary Movie. It's just great, guys. You guys have to see this if you haven't seen it yet. Interesting to me about how this was written, sorry. The writer of this movie, this is actually his life story. Well, obviously with some clear changes, but the thing is, he was fat in school when when he really liked his best friend, and then, you know, he confessed his love, they all made fun of him, and he went away, he came back, and he actually did get the girl too. So so to me, that's like a really nice touch. When stories are that personable, I feel that they just have a better feeling about the things, and people are more easily related to it. But yeah, just the acting is absolutely great. Oh my god, if you love like comedy ensemble casts, you're gonna love this movie. Yeah, it's one crazy scene after another, and the editing is really good. We're surprised with the editing. It actually made me smile. How sometimes I was like, that was a really good cut. So like, they have set up so we like do like phone conversations. They have like screens and screens and screens, and it looks so good. It doesn't look tacked on at all. It's absolutely great. But yeah, definitely check this out. If I had to give a rating out of 10, it definitely get a 6. You know what? It's like your average movie with some really good laughs and some great acting. It's like really, there's better movies than this, but still, it's a really good movie. Highly suggest you guys check it out, especially if you guys like Ryan Reynolds movies. You haven't seen this one yet. What the hell's wrong with you? So that is the review. Thanks to everyone who watches and subscribes. Matthew is hopefully up tomorrow, and I will see you guys in a week's time. Later.